From pills and pumps to surgery and shockwaves, there's no shortage of creative, costly, and confounding treatments for erectile dysfunction. And with patients desperate for solutions and doctors quick to dole out medication, symptom-focused quick fixes with high profit margins overtake any discussion of prevention, cause, or lasting cure. But the most disturbing omission of all in the booming business that's arisen from the battle against impotence is the fact that erectile dysfunction is not only a top concern for men, but also their top killer. Hi, it's Emily from Bite Size Vegan, and welcome to another Vegan Nugget. Erectile dysfunction isn't exactly a topic for dinner conversation. The inability to sexually perform carries with it a profound amount of societal and cultural baggage. With the astronomical cost of impotence treatments, it's easy to write off ED as a frivolous use of money better spent on life-threatening disorders and diseases than what's often seen as men's egos. And this is partially true. In the second installment of the Men's Health series with Dr. Michael Greger of nutritionfacts.org, we'll hear the disturbing truth about the life-threatening nature of erectile dysfunction, its cause, and the incredibly simple dietary cure. Dr. Greger, thank you again so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on the channel and answer some questions.
So happy to, anytime.
It's a bit of an understatement to say that the ability to perform sexually is important to most men. Of course, the only treatment for erectile dysfunction that we ever hear about is the wide range of pills, with costs exceeding $1 billion worldwide annually. But the causes and implications of erectile dysfunction aren't ever addressed. So what are the real dangers of erectile dysfunction beyond the concerns of loss of virility?
So erectile dysfunction, defined as the inability to have a satisfactory intercourse, is present in 100 million men worldwide, 30 million men in the United States. You say, wait a second, the U.S. only has 8% of the world's population, yet 30% of the impotence? We're number one. We're number one, yes indeed. But who cares, because we got red, white, and blue pills like Viagra. The problem is that these pills don't treat the underlying cause, which is clogged, inflamed, dysfunctional arteries. So erectile dysfunction and coronary artery disease is actually two manifestations of the exact same disease. 40% of men over 40 over 40, have erectile dysfunction, placing them in nearly 50 times the risk of dying from a heart attack, a cardiac event like sudden death, right? That's a 5,000% increase in risk. And even for younger men, we used to think erectile dysfunction in younger men, their 20s and 30s, was all so-called psychogenic in origin, meaning it's kind of all in their head. But it turns out we're realizing it's more likely the early signs of vascular disease. So men with erectile dysfunction, even if they don't have any, cardiac symptoms like chest pain, should be considered a cardiac patient until proven otherwise. So that's why even young men should care about their cholesterol levels, because the hardening of the arteries can lead to softening of the penis kind of decades down the road. Your cholesterol now can predict sexual functioning decades later in life in these longitudinal studies. And you say, well, wait a second, but now we have pills, right? Can't I just continue to eat crap all my life and then just pop some pills? Well, all the Viagra in the world won't help your sex life after a stroke. The bottom line is ED stands for early death. It's survival of the firmest.
With erectile dysfunction being, as you said, just a manifestation of our number one killer, why aren't men informed about this when it's such a threat to their lives? We never hear about erectile dysfunction being a part of coronary artery disease.
Well, they're obviously not subscribers to nutritionfacts.org. I mean, it's like, well, wait a second. Why don't people know that heart disease can be reversed with a healthy enough diet? Our number one killer, the cure for number one killer of men and women. We've known this since July 1990 with Ornish's publication Lifestyle Heart Trial decades ago. Yet hundreds of thousands of people continue to die of this preventable, treatable, reversible condition. Well, wait a second, why don't we even know that? And it's because doctors aren't told about it. It doesn't make people money. I kind of go through all the lists of the forces at work, primarily economic forces, that just don't allow this information to get out there. The reason you don't see ads on TV for broccoli is the same reason you don't hear about this research. It's just not a profit motive. No one sends out a press release when a study gets done about how wonderful sweet potatoes are for you, because there's no sweet potato lobby out there. There's no way they can get this message out there. If only we had some kind of resource that could bring this science directly to you without the commercialism bias. Well, that's why I do the work that I do.
I hope you enjoyed hearing from Dr. Greger on the true risk and simple solution to erectile dysfunction. You can find links to relevant studies and Dr. Greger's site on the blog post for this video linked in the description below. Though it's an uncomfortable subject, the truth about erectile dysfunction can literally save lives. Please share this video to help men take hold of their health. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss out on the rest of the Men's Health series. To support free education like this, please see the support links below or click the Nugget Army icon there or the link in the sidebar. Now go live vegan, rise to the challenge of the truth, and I'll see you soon. But the most disturbing omission of all, oh my god. I totally said emission instead of omission. That was not intentional. Concern for men, but also their top killer. Sound like a news anchor. Tonight at 9, top killer, erections. Join us. Da-da-da, news and trail music. That's how the news is in my world.